Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yusei Wheelie here, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogies, and right now we are on the third case, so we managed to prove Maya's innocence in the last one, and then we started up the next case, which is the case of Will Powers, who's a TV action star who was framed for the murder of a co-star or co-actor colleague, Jack Hammer. Ironic with the name. And he was accused of stabbing Jack Hammer with his samurai spear, his prop. So, yeah. So now we met up with him in the detention center. We decided, hey, we're gonna represent you, and then we also got to talk to that weird old lady who's a big Jack Hammer fan and who's extremely biased in her reasonings and just very senile as well. Well, not really senile though, but just one of those old people who are just kind of set in their ways and stuff when they start judging you. But in any case though, now we ran into Gumshoe. Yeah, let's see what he has to say. Write the sense of evidence. So we're gonna move to the main gate. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them. Oof. Hey you! Oh god, this woman. Yeah, this is the old lady we were talking about. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. And I don't want to move. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Hmm? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera. Just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, then I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. He was. Past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hey, you know, sometimes playing villain roles are actually pretty fun, you know? Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Oh. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I'm going home, I do. Well, let's see if you can let us take a look. Computer that runs the studio security camera. Hey, no touching! Okay, well. Employee area. Ooh. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Food. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably shocked to clean up. Too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Okay, let's see. The door to the dressing room is not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. Ugh. You know what, I can kind of understand why Maya would be one of Dove's favorite characters, though, because she's practically like her. She has like the same antics Dove does. We don't need a spear, and that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. One. Let's move into the dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Ooh, what do we have here? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. That little smug that the little smug look Maya gives you. Okay, let's see. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Okay, we got the thing to Studio 1, so... The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Cameron's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone... Oh, she's way too happy for someone visiting the crime scene. Hey, I guess we can move. Inside Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You gotta stop judging things based on a narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. God damn it. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Okay. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, so you're WP's people. WP? Oh, well, powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Give me 1 second, folks. Be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I have cookies. Man, that's pretty good. Alrighty. Here's the crime. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area? That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... Wait, what kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here on that day. I had a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Oh. What, you're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw a suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Were you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you actually sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? You better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin! Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We're just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. He's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Run your mouth like tomorrow and do that. Your elders big like a statement. She left. Well, Nick, it's our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Oh, yeah. Hello. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. There! Maybe we can see the photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera was turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady had arrived at the guard station. Okay, it was this 370, I believe. There, entered. Nothing happened. Well, maybe we got the number wrong. Maybe we should go look at that camera again. Oh no, it's not 370, it's 307. Whoops, my bad. There, entered. Hey, put out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? Hey. How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something put it on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Here we go. Alright, trial time. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their own action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Oh, man. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead later to that day, 5 o'clock p.m. The production staff came to the Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. Hold on. Oops. Give me a sec. Sorry. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Nope. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edward has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy, old bag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. Oh, God. I can't read all that. Read it. This boy call me old bag as well. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the gun part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. Now you're stuck, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of it had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., correct? Alright? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man's right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant, then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Or, yes, Your Honor. I think I can get an objection here. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that! I wasn't born yesterday! No one's accusing of this. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How's I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew about Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. The prop. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. What exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. But she didn't see the run-through then. That's an interesting point to note as well. Oh, hey Hana, how's it going? Yes, it's on the Switch though. I'm currently playing it on the Switch right now, actually. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was in the middle of... Yeah. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. Oops. I accidentally meant to... I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where's the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's all right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I don't know if Hana's still here. Yeah, sorry I didn't see your... Sorry, I was like too busy like looking at my TV screen. Sorry about that, Hana. You're still here. But yeah, the game is on the Switch and I'm playing it on the Switch right now. And just in case if you're still here. Subject. Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Let's see. The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention... Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken at the camera, taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. Here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased that data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Oh, well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness care to explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Mr. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right.
I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you can put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
So I'm just gonna messaging Hana in case she pops back in or something like that. Right. Let's see. That one. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy!
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order, order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes. Well, we see this type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it will be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much money. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
The court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Wait. We'll start targeting someone that could have conceivably... That could have... Fuck. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went into the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do not have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Will Powers that could have committed the murder?
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Oh!
Who? The Steel Samurai dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because... What the heck? Whoa. It's... not... Wait a sec. Is it drifting?
What? Oh, whippersnapper!
Oh, weird, it just started going to... I didn't set the thing on auto.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could have pointed the finger at Mr. Powers.
Oh, I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
Well, that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
I don't think he can carry the spear.
Take that!
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. Court will suspend the proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Excuse me.
Wait a second! Wait a second! I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking!
Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Wait, not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean was it Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, to testify!
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? But they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free!
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, it's in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
That's the path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director, the producer, and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it's impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yeah, alright. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Oh, it's right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing.
Why is she grinning?
Or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get the material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have you figured out just who was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Oh, excuse me. That was a little stuffy. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. More investigating. Whew, what a day. Sorry.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. So you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Oh, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Alright.
No one's here.
Right. Now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe's in here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is the studio? There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Wonder why this one's bent here.
Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks.
Wait, give me a sec, folks. I'm gonna go refill my drink. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. Wait. Looks like the two people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But it does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
No bones? A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license.
But look, I have this.
Why aren't you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. Give me a sec. Already covered in soup. It must not clean it but much. There's a big tube painted here.
Probably because this is Studio 2?
Probably. That doesn't look like anything like a studio.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else, Nick.
Uh, hmm.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? Heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh,
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
you mean that one? Oh, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. I'm assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just a lot of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for this old bag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Let me finish this cookie here.
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today came to that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah. I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you?
What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are made to be broken.
Hey, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah! There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do.
Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
Music. So how the studio's doing?
The police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
And those plates with the steak bones left over on them in that employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the... He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures.
Give me a sec, folks.
should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching them, though.
I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of the disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
Producer, huh? Interesting. WTF? Who are you dudes, Lamal? Oh god, he's doing internet speak. Oh god. He looks like a freaking otaku.
Wait, you first, who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lamers. Oh god. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I almost forgot. This guy's name is Salmonella. Why is... What's with these name choices? His name is Salmonella. Yeah, for those of you who never played this game before, I'm just gonna let that one cook with you for a bit. While I take another drink. Yeah, his name is Salmonella. I make the lead show. Oh god, I'm cringing so hard right now. I make the lead shows. The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC, read the film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella?
Oh my god. Maya, please.
I'm so sorry. You look so sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot. Please don't. You look like an artist right now. I don't want to say that word on stream. You look like, why? Why you gotta stick out your tongue that way? Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rocks. Oh god, I almost threw up.
Rock swords? What? Hey, are you drooling?
Huh? Lol, buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative power. Oh god, why is this guy so cringe? Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle Lamau. Pink Princess?
What's it gonna be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't they have a cool team like New Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us there. That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucks yours. I hate missing all food. Can you please stop wagging your tongue like that?
Nick, what does suckswords mean?
No idea. Anyway, I went to the meeting from noon till after 4 p.m. with the producer and some bigwigs from Network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. What exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. This place is deserted.
Nick, what was that noise?
Sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Suspicious if you ask me, Dick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No. There's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us.
Aha! You again! How rude acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your...
Oh, sorry. You certainly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out the Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. About the kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Hey! Hey, wait!
I bet he came in through that drain.
Hey, kiddo. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to him. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
You gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp. And pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you down when you stand, evildoer.
So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddo. Watch it.
What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He always! The Steel Samurai always wins! Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait! Let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
A bottle? Why is this sitting there, I wonder? Sleeping pills? Oh, sorry. Wait, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbag?
Odd of her to leave her post.
Hey! Nick, that was her! Stop, whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Mitch! Uh-oh, she tripped.
Maya sure looks happy.
Hey, Nick! Now's our chance! Let's check out the guard station!
Good idea.
Oh! This is it! Nick! This is it, Nick! The trailer key!
The key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Slipped in the pocket. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great! Let's go, Nick!
She seemed eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick!
Ah, not that eager.
Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers and, I see. And who might you... Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you can tell me about the date of the murder. Miss Vasquez?
Script.
Excuse me?
Script. I'm looking for a script.
Script?
Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Can we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it.
We're getting nowhere fast.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez?
On TV, every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to watch TV? Nerve of her!
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes?
If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry, she'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. He might be still in the dressing room. Yeah, he's still here. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Oh god.
Nick, it might be quicker just to look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. Alrighty, let's see.
We're back at the scene of the crime. That's all we need to get out of here quick.
Should be in the backpack? Oh no, wait, on the chair. That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
The lighting is fine, but I want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these.
The director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere?
Aha! Found it, Nick! The script!
Good work. Alright. Here, we found it. Your script.
Ah.
You're not going to talk to us?
Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? What do you think you are, anyway? And do you even know who we are?
Powers' lawyers.
Right.
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just, well, no, but...
You wanted to know about the day of the murder?
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know, there was a meeting here at noon.
Yes, with the director and the people from the network?
Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Possible? Oh, why? The path was blocked.
The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked?
You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct?
Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right, that. Oh, what an original name.
Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. It didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 p.m. or 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story.
But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30 p.m.? Then you could have gone to Studio 1.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the times in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is
Oh, sorry. It is a monkey after all.
Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15?
That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent.
Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30.
See? Goodbye. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Oh, we're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim.
It's a little early for giving up, don't you think?
Huh?
You've got one lead.
Oh, Mia. Mia, it's you. What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Maya's trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh wait, I guess this means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What did you mean we have one lead?
The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers.
I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all.
I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Anyway, we should go back to the studios. That boy's our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks. I'm more worried than I was before. Oh god. Oh, what's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
He's been chasing that boy this whole time.
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, whippersnapper!
A hostage? What happened to the boy?
If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady!
Actually, I met with the director just now.
My heart, I don't feel so good.
Is he okay?
Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died.
Right. She was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. I'll come back for this one.
It's kind of hard to understand in all that huffing and puffing.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. What he might talk to us if we gave him that.
Good idea. Miss Olda.
I'm catching that bread if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her?
Trade? I wonder. Hey, since she wants to go to the place where Hammer died.
Hey, that's a card. Studio 1?
Right, a card key to Studio 1.
I can visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio 1 isn't my turf. You let me borrow it then?
So, yeah.
Why did you let her borrow it, Phoenix?
I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even, deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card.
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you, I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Hey, nice.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. Hey! Hey, you! Wait a sec!
Phoenix, was that the boy?
Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins.
I think he ran into the dressing room.
He's sure to be in here somewhere. Oh, excuse me. Found you. Damn it. It's getting away.
Come back. There, he's back.
How did she...
Hey there, would you mind helping us out, please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright.
Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here.
I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, what's that attitude?
Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Cody, this look familiar?
Why, you are!
You are? Huh?
You are, you know, that's ultra rare. The card's really hard to get.
And for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me.
But that's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? Meaning there's something rarer than an ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! And for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Let's find another card.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here? Mume.
Oh, hi. Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she the same person as before?
Nope. She's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. Beauty Lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios.
But its popularity had been waning recently, right?
It's true. And again, after what happened.
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh. I don't get the feeling something's being covered up here. Are you interested in some cards? Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Uh-huh.
Wait! That's it! That's the card I need! I don't know how long I've been looking for it! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am, I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a... huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please! Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate?
What's everyone getting so excited about? Okay.
Really? The things! This is for you!
Hey, you got the premium.
Yahoo!
And there she goes.
Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah, it does. Too bad it's not like that anymore. In a trading card game, we just buy our singles now. And then sell them for money. This gets a little nauseating. Alright, here's your premium card, kiddo. See this card?
Yeah, so, wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me!
Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Alright, okay, how about a trade?
You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot!
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I just want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that can help us, you can have him take to the stand tomorrow.
So, you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool!
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
Being lectured on life by his grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
Oh, me? Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai.
Tell me, what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai?
Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, but damn! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Check this out, it's my fan album.
What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat up each other and when they beat each other up in public.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed a one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. If you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you.
What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual?
Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto for great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything.
Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day at around 2 o'clock. I had to come into the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used a samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say all those nice things, but so obviously you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia?
Yes?
I think we could say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So the only person left who could have been is Will Powers.
I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy in the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure.
Let's not call him then.
I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal.
Oh, God damn it, really?
I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness. And he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going.
It takes a child away.
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we going to do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there.
Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
Of course he is.
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great. Thanks, Mia.
See you soon.
Alright. Back to the trial. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today.
Sorry.
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy.
Court down session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new Rockford. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure.
I was at the studios at around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate in the employee lunch area, ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the studio to the trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one else left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Wait, what's in here? So in the end, you didn't get to eat.
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
wasn't something about that seem odd to you?
Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella?
What did you want?
When I went to the studio too, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, I'm a good call. I wasn't there, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Really, a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So what exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
Mental image that'll carry me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press him on that one a bit more. You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, Raffle.
Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
What? Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah. FWIW, we took a break, Rockwell. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Okay, that's... What time did you exactly take this break? I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Why is that? Oh? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any one of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Sorry. My nose. Well, Mr. Wright.
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone to go to the trailer to the studio in that time. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked.
The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Wait, wasn't it Mr. Monkey?
At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked it off the studio. A strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Oh, excuse me. What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the studio too on the day of the murder. However, it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you can arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in the 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you are speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Cody. He's having trouble being... He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you, Gramps, the Gramps with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had a bargain term? Wait, so you're saying you had the bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make note of it in the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. And when I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot. Oh my! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
If you had your camera with you. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
My nose. Heyo. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh. Was I putting on the pressure too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on the trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if there's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody...
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. It's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Excuse me. Here.
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why was the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
You're still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how we might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Here's my proof.
What's that, the camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think we're picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Sorry.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Mario needed to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there's only one reason why you wouldn't have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Yeah means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world, kid.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, right, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would've, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would've taken a picture. Gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Oh, wow!
This feels great!
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Cody?
What? And every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just want to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Well, damn! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually...
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here.
Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No, wait, no! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There is a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. That's it, he's crying. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Crying. Sorry, can't be too loud with crying noises. Order! 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 What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? The Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the accident scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Mr. Will Powers' foot injury. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? Oh, what?
Actually, there is one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That's the photo. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What?
Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
So certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Alright, find the inconsistency.
Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number?
Oh yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
Ah!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But...
That's impossible!
Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating the steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path of the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Miss Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2.
Order! Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that security guard Miss Oldbeck saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness!
Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim!
Why would he steal a steel samurai costume?
Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright.
Now that they're so surprised, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle.
An idea? Well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Oh, excuse me.
The court will suspend proceedings for the current trial for today. Cody Hawkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai, seen by Miss Oldbag, may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Excuse me.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Excuse me.
Alright. I think we can still keep going.
Well, let's see it.
Phew. That was a close one.
We're saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial.
Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dead?
Of course we're kidding.
Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks.
Give me a sec, folks. I'll be right back. Right. Sorry about that, folks. I had to go blow my nose for a bit. Let us continue. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Maya.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So in that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble stealing it?
That's what we have to find out. Oh.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP.
WP. Powers, right. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really welded in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we have nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How did he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to the Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could eat those donuts at the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Ew, she's alive.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her.
So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
I asked you about Salmonella, the director.
Sal,
He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to.
she treats him like dirt,
But I think he likes it.
huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt?
Oh, Maya, you poor innocent soul. If only you knew the internet nowadays.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, my whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he can sneak by me? He will never stoop so low. It's impossible.
I guess not filming today either. I didn't want to see him filming just one time.
The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any clues lying around.
No, touch it.
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Kidding me? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping... Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Miss Powers anymore. Again, the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep.
It sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right.
Oh, hello. What are you doing in here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No!
I wonder if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
What do you mean? The last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who left the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here.
Take that! And this is...
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? This old bag. She was here at the studios back then too, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk.
What, you're still stinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
I want to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And they recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume? Expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where'd you prove that he used those pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate.
I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. This trailer is in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell under the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand.
Think back, Nick. Day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? Wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Oh!
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh!
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. Not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear.
Mr. Paris wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. I was wondering if you can tell me about Mr. Manila.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves.
Oh dear. Let's see if anyone's in the trailer.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Why do you feel seems pretty messy in here?
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens if we show her that photo. She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well...
Old bag.
Old?
She needs a security lady. There's old bag, Nick.
Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
Gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for a petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it wasn't an accident, but you used to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Well, where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. She could have made... sorry. All the reporter would have needed the negatives. She could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys.
Oh, Mafia dudes. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about where you're going. Think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there. Hey, our boy Gumshoe. I heard everything, pal. Steve Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe? Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared!
Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
Who's at the bottom? Steve Vasquez. Alright. Right at the end. Alright, let's finish this one up. Court is now in session for the trial on Mr. Powers. Mr. Will Powers, yeah. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Now both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Well, very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Came to the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, so with that monkey's head toppling over.
I see. Well, very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. As I thought. Excuse me. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Take a look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were big. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying...
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. Could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Take that!
Wrong, Mr. Wright.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now to know that you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too in my Fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Did I pick the wrong one? Oh. I can prove the samurai spear was not a...
Take that!
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning accident scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was.
How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Look at this photo.
What is this? What? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it.
See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying?
Yes.
What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence.
Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago.
Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I can use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff.
You deny what I say? You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to this trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45.
Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, and then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside this costume?
There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes.
So, there's a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
The van?
Take that!
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has been... Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume.
There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. And don't forget they had to dispose of the steel... And don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Hammer's blood. They probably burnt it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... Steve Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. What the fuck? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Man. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course that's the witness says. Certainly does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. But if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. I'm so far only to fail. It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. What? Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see, very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. Sorry. I just want to hear your testimony again. This doesn't make any sense to you, Your Honor. I don't see that we have no. I don't see what we I don't see what we have to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Oh, Nick? Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? You probably realized she did too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. There's what Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body.
The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing out Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Oh, fuck. Edgeworth, why are you cooking for us, man? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change in defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
We have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now would have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
There we go. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. Well, that's right. You must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Mandela was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping, yeah. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Vanilla. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but
Wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
oh,
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
order, order! I will have order.
Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I presented the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder.
Take that!
This is my proof. Too late.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez and not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. But I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What?
What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? Sorry. Oh, profiles. To Kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. And she broke it. So you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late!
Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel! Manuel!
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No, no! How could this...
It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and...
No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him!
Miss Vasquez? Oh, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez.
No! Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Will Powers not guilty. Woo! That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I now know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Uh-huh. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in the kids' show, and the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. And I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick? Edgeworth?
Say something, say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Me again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Oh, sorry, my nose. Yeah, let's blow my nose today. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if? They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show us real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world's ready for the real Will Powers. Hey. Alright, so that's episode 4 added. Alrighty. Folks, this is where we're gonna end for today. Man, we went on for quite a lot longer than I thought, and we got another case finished, so I don't know when I'll start the next one. No, I don't know if I'll start later today or tomorrow. Well, whichever. Well, who knows? But in any event, though, I am tired right now, and I want to get some sleep. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again next time. All right, take care.